And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
All right, let's see about. We're in the city now. Nothing's changed. I took a moment to eat some stuff, and then that's it. So we're in the capital now. Let's go get a henchman and add them to our party. Also, I did talk to the guild guy. He says I'm an emblem. I don't know if you have to buy. Hold up. If you have to buy a guild or if you just join a guild. Guild registry. I don't need that. I just need to see if I can represent. Huh. Oh my goodness, you can actually change like the way it looks. That's cool. Also, I don't think I've done that for the other guild stuff. I don't know. I didn't get a suggestion. One of my guild was just talking about how let's get a monk. I think a monk is a healer. Sorry, I was clicking them, but I was making sure I was clicking the right one. I don't know what a motivation thing is. Let's do earth, maybe. There we go. But I was looking. Supposedly, one of my guild was asking if you can register your character's guild on their main screen, but I didn't see it. Let me see. I wondered if maybe I had to. So I can see this one. So I don't know if I have to register it as that or not. It's kind of cool. You can see factions and stuff. Sorry, I was just looking. But yeah, I don't see, there's a way to do, like, one of the guild members asking me about representing the guild, and I was like, I don't know if my other tunes represent the guild. They should, but I can't remember if they actually do or not, and they thought they had to do it in the character creation page, and I did look at the character creation page, and I didn't see it as a setting. So, maybe they changed it, or maybe I'm just looking at the wrong spot. But I was going to try something on identity theft. I have a favor to ask of you. My stock of identification kits ran dangerously low, and my latest shipment is overdue. I fear something has gone wrong. Can you make an inquiry? Okay, you want me to go look for it? Okay. We're grabbing missions while we're here. But yeah, like I feel like there's a way to represent, but I don't know. For me, it could very well be because I'm a guild master. I don't need to do that, but that doesn't make sense because I feel like you could also join multiple guilds and Guild 1 too. So I feel like I have to look it up. I have to look it up for sure to see what's going on. I don't really mind it if my dervish and everything else doesn't really represent the guild because I'll be running around with my ranger more than anything. And also, I'm really not. My armor says save lives. I convert I count on every warrior in the village as a testament to my skill. And now do you want something crafted, or are you just wasting my time? I need some serious muscle for a job, but I guess you'll do. The recent raids have made it difficult to import and export goods, and I need to get to the shipments out. I have some new armor pieces that must get through to the Sun Spear's Great Hall. Those don't scare me, but I've got a shop to run. And I can't go gallivanting all over the place. Do you think you can escort my cargo through the? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I could do that for you. Salvage is wonderful. Yeah, salvaging is wonderful fun. I agree, isn't it? Useless pieces of junk with little values can be transformed into precious crafting materials worth some serious gold on the right person. You're talking my language, man. I like that. Keep talking. I sent my daughter, Pelly, out to gather plants, fibers hours ago. I'm worried about her. She should have been back by now. I can't possibly leave my store at this hour of the day to go and look for her. Can you possibly go Okay, I got you. I'll go look for your daughter. My profession is a double-edged blade. My profession is a double-edged blade. Some view my wares as lifesavers. Others see them as life stealers. I couldn't care less. The cold and clean beauty of craftsman's steel is all I care for. See, here's the thing. I think it's not the sword or the weapon that kills people. It's people. Because here's the thing, right? Lots of people own daggers. Lots of people own kitchen knives, right? And you think that gun violence is high. But gun violence isn't nearly as high as blunt force trauma is, or death by blunt force, or stabbings. They're higher. Because it's way easier to get a knife. Way easier to smack someone in the head with a lamp than it is to get a gun. Because you have to go if you're going through it legally. The problem is people who have guns that are being dangerous are oftentimes people who are not qualified. Criminals who have stolen it or shouldn't be in possession of it, or people who are buying it under the table thinking they're smarter than they are, and that kind of thing. So I've seen some hunters do that crap and get in some serious trouble. So I'm not saying it's all just criminals, and there's also obviously people who you give a gun to and they get a little bit of power and it goes straight to their head. This goes for cops, criminals, basic citizens, you name it, right? But the likelihood of you dying from a gun wound is a little bit less than a knife, assuming that it's a normal person who isn't trained to kill it. When you have someone who's used to a gun or someone who's trained, it's a little more, likely the gun's gonna do more damage just because they're trained. But off topic of that, my point is that most deaths are caused by daggers and blunt force because they're common. You don't need a license to buy a kitchen knife from Walmart. You could be going in as a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, buy a knife, come back, no big deal, right? So long as you have the money, you can buy it, right? And the same thing with blunt objects, because you could kill someone with a blunt object just hitting them in the skull in the right way. Now, that's not saying you should. I'm not suggesting that, but my point being is that violence isn't triggered by those things existing. It's triggered by people picking them up, right? And even if you don't have a knife or a gun or a blade or an armor piece, people are going to kill you with stones. They've been doing it since the beginning of the day, beginning of the era, right? If good people are armed, they don't do that. Now, here's the thing, right? I had one person argue one time, well, if they didn't have weapons, they wouldn't kill each other. They would find other ways. There are plenty of other ways to kill people that do not weapons. There's poisoning. There is psychological torture. Even people say the psychological torture. I mentioned that to my friend, and she goes, "Who's gonna torture somebody?" I'm like, some people will gaslight you. You don't even have to do something crazy to hurt somebody and make them to break every part of who they are as a person. I mean, and obviously you can get into the serious stuff too, but it doesn't take. You can break a person or hurt a person in a lot of ways without having a weapon in your hand, right? But if good people don't want to hurt you and you don't give them a reason to hurt you, no one gets hurt, right? If you put a knife on the table and say leave someone alone, and these people get along with each other, or they behave themselves, or have morals, or don't go out of their way to have power trips, the knife stays on the table, and people just use it like they normally would, right? It's not about the knife existing. It's about people being unwilling to be flexible, understanding, and being kind to each other, and being able to be human in the same vicinity without killing each other. So I am on the opinion that a sword is a sword, but it only starts killing people when the person wielding it kills people. And the only reason a lot of good people have weapons or arm themselves in any capacity is because there are bad people out there. If you've got two good people in a room that get along and they have no issues and no beef between them, they will perfectly do their own thing, right? They will not pick fights. And that's why I said don't blame the person crafting it, because the person crafting it is crafting it for a reason. And also, swords and stuff in this era, specifically, and guns too, are not always being used on people. Sometimes they're used on boars. A lot of people in my home area did deer hunting, so it's sometimes used for food. So it's not even always used for murder. It's sometimes used for survival. And sometimes there are animals that will attack you that you can't eat, but they'll attack you still, right? And you gotta defend yourself because your life matters, right? So I'm just saying, just because you have a weapon does not make it a bad thing. It's when you start swinging at somebody, that's when it starts to become a little bit more jaded. All right. Come here, my friend. You see this wonderful sword? See how it drinks in the light? I have customized it specially. Okay. The headmaster of the Sun Spear Great Hall. Can you you look the part of a Sun Spear? If you are heading that way, could you help me out by delivering it, the sword? Yeah, I got it. Thanks, man. I'll make sure he gets it for you. It is a very pretty sword. It does look like you gave it a lot of serrated edges, and that looks like it's gonna be really hard to remove from someone's chest cavity. So I hope he's got a really good pulling arm, because that's gonna be a pain. The only reason I know that information, by the way, is I was watching Forged. I think it was like Forged in Metal or Forged in Steel or something, like Forged in Fire. It's a show where they make like weapons and stuff, and they have these expertise make these weapons, and they make them with the express consent of it being like for historical purposes. So they're made to historical things, but they're not meant to be used like that for combat. They're being made to be kind of like reenacting what those things are, right? They have like a big stick on like what it really means, kind of thing. Hello, my dear. Greetings, Dervish. My name is June, and I work with this. Okay, can you hold? We can hold items for you. Okay, so you're the bank. Do I need to do anything special, or just go interact with the chest? A personal vault. Sorry, he's looking to see. Sorry, there's the star here, but I was just confused as to what I need to do here. I probably should have read what she said. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I have to go talk to the bank. It has a star on her head, but like I haven't actually went and opened a bank account with them. So let's go do that real quick. Or opened a storage thing with them. Okay. Alright, there we go. Shouldn't need anything to put in there. But anyways, but yeah, so there we go. Yeah, but anyways, back to what I was saying about the story. They have this thing where they do reenactments of it and everything. And it's really cool. And they let's do some of these, not the primary scares. Let's go do all the other things. So this one does it, and there they need planes. That just is anywhere that there's spiders. Village. Sunspear Hall. Okay. That's back there. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I say let's go do the Never Fighting Alone mission, and then we'll go and do everything else. Anyways, but this show is really cool. I really like it. I don't think it runs anymore. I think they run there's reruns and stuff you can watch, but it's not like, can I just teleport there? Yeah, I can. But one of the things they were doing is they were doing a sword that has like multiple little teeth on the side. I always thought the teeth were just used to do more poking damage, like to poke holes, to make it to where you would bleed more, like in battle and stuff. But they said no, that the holes go in, but they would pull, and it would make these huge, deep gashes. And they were describing like how this works, why they did it, what was the ideal behind it, right or wrong. It was just meant to kind of like let you like see the details on it. It's very fascinating. All right. So yeah, I thought it was a very cool tutorial. Like I said, it was mostly historically based. They weren't trying to like bring back these weapons or say you should use them. They were just showcasing how well these things work, what they do, why they're there, what was the mindset of why they created them, that kind of thing. I like those kinds of things. It's very fascinating. You learn a lot of things about how ancient people used ancient tools, because a sword's pretty ancient, but it's still very dangerous even nowadays, obviously. But it's very interesting to like see where it started from and where it came from, and the mindset that went into it, because no matter if you agree with the violence or not, they are they have a reason for existing. If people were not so horrible to each other and they could be relied upon, then they would only make weapons to fight animals or to fight off creatures in the night, versus what they have to deal with, which is everything else. Okay, hello. What you need? Scouts are stationed at every restaurant. Okay, you can tell we can tell you about the dangerous areas. Okay. Here. I sent you out in the wastelands to get some early information. Hostile plan problems. It's bad, but nothing that Spencer can't handle. Here is your portion of the bounty. Okay. I do like that there's a bounty thing. Like, granted, it's just another boon giving thing, but oh my god. Okay, one. I have trauma from these. This is one of the pets you can get in Guild Wars 2. It's also an enemy you can fight. They are a nightmare. So let's see if they're equally as a nightmare in this game as they are in the second game. Because they're not this... Well, there are some that are this big, but most of them are small. And they're a nightmare. Well, still got the horrible teeth face, so... Very on par. Very much on par. Seems as cold as a piece of armor on a wet morning, but truly, she can be as warm and sweet as buttermilk once you get to know her. For example, after she's just killed someone. Okay, what, ma'am? Sent you? Okay. Dude, I think you need Jesus. Like a lot of Jesus. Like maybe more Jesus than there's enough Jesus to go around. Okay. I don't know if they attack anyone, but I decided I would go ahead and attack first and ask questions later. Okay, we got some sun spears running around. That's a pretty piece of equipment, or like leaves and stuff. What? Why are you running so aggressively to make yourself pant like that? You have an armed forces of like 4 people. Chill. It's flat land, man. Jesus. Watch out. Okay. Where are they at? Oh, they're there. I like how we were waiting for them to show up, and they're like 30 feet away. Heck yeah. Awesome. Okay. Nobles. Okay. I'm coming, Dingo. Come here. I don't know if his name's supposed to be Diego, but... Or Dingo, but I'm just gonna call him Dingo because it's funny. Dingo, hang in there. You're causing unnecessary drama. Yeah. Intense music intensifies. Intense death has occurred. I am an adult. I don't know what that means, but I am an adult. Finally, we made it. Okay. It was the most amazing creature I'd ever seen. A black moa. See, everyone likes the black moa. That's like such a big thing. It's actually a really powerful mount or animal to have in Guild Wars 2 as well. I want to have it one day, but the only way to have it is I have to actually I have to what's the word? I have to get points in this game to do it. Okay. There is also hold up, is it this? Yeah. Okay, we've also got heroes here in the desert, or quests in the desert here as well. I'm assuming that's my party members talking. Pets are for the real hunts. Okay, yeah. Rigo, I saw 2 missions here. Yeah, there he is. Okay. I heard there's missions here. I just need to grab them. Found out the horrible tales of the black moa birds are true. They're vicious little boogers that kill most of their pursuers. So there are very few who can tell the tale. I've even learned the secrets of hatching and raising black moas, and yet everyone laughs at me. I cannot find a black moa, let alone a black moa egg. But perhaps I could tame an impressive warthog, and show these. Okay. Guess what? My mom showed me how to map travel the other day. It's amazing. I just look at the map and select a place I've already been, and so I've industry. I only work on cities I've marked with big gold and green symbols. But once I start going to other towns and outposts, I'll end up finding more places I can travel instantly. Okay, yeah, you're just telling me about waypoints. Alright, there's also another mission over here that was at the door, but I say let's go find the material girl first, and then we'll grab this other missions and stuff. We want to grow stronger so that we can be more powerful. But I like this this bush here. Well, it's not really a bush. It's like one little leaf of something or one little branch of something. This would make a great decoration too, I think, in Guild Wars 2, or just in general, because they look just pretty. They're pretty, they're green, they're not overly crazy. I dropped gold over here and didn't pick it up. I even thought about that too, because I turned away as soon as it died, and I was like, should I go back and check to see if there's loot? Nah, there's no loot. It can't be that big of a deal. Proceeds to leave loot. Oh, there's Mox over here. Mox, what are you doing over here? Mox is everywhere. I'm a great chief in this. I'm the greatest chief in the world. Of course, you've heard of me. What an honor it is to for you to help me. I know. Already deeply touched. How wonderful! I've sent to Isten by Prince the Maximus. Okay, he asked me to collect some specific dishes to take home. My mother would very much like to have a bite of savory culture cuisine. Okay. So you want me to bring you foods. Hey, Mox, what are you doing here? Does not meet specific parameters. How dare you? He'll come around to me eventually. But there was another guy over here too, wasn't there? I thought there was another one nearby. Okay. Let's go help our friend the materials. Okay, so she's around this way. I hope she's not dead. I'm gonna be really sad if we find her dead, because there's a lot of like fanged. Okay, cool. Her name is Green, so she's not dead. Whew, girl, you had your not your husband, your dad worried. Forgot she's a baby. She's someone's baby. All right, girlie, you better come with us. Like I said, I'll come back around this way, and you are face plant in the world. We're gonna be problems. Hey, what are you doing? I am helping my father now, but one day I plan to open my own shop and trade only rare materials. Just wait, material. I can't believe this. I know he means well, but my father worries about me too much. Now he's sending adventurers to find me. I'm almost 18, but he thinks I'm helpless little girl. I'm only late because of these killer. Okay. I've been farming plant fibers out here for years, but for some reason these plants are getting stronger and tougher recently. Can you help me out killing a few of them? Okay. Let's go kill some. Give us a chance to play with some of our skills. I mean, they're aggressive in Guild Wars 2, too, so they're basically like the chihuahuas of the plant world. They only know anger and fury. They don't know anything else. Just anger and fury. How many do I need to kill? I need to kill 10 of them. 10 of them? That's a lot. Okay, I hear intense music, but I do not see intense music. Oh, jacarandas are also another one that I really dislike. They're so mean. Unnecessarily hateful, spiteful creatures. Amazing ranger pets. Evil to the core. I think I even called, I'm pretty sure my jacaranda that I have in my Guild Wars 2 account is called Demon. And for a good cause. I had to fight so many jacarandas to get them because the one spot I found the juvenile was in a field with a bunch of them. It was a massacre of myself. I died like 3 times trying to get that thing. I was not pleased. Never again. I had another. I hated doing it. I hated doing it so much that when I found another ranger trying to do it, he was under level. He was trying to do it. I'm like, "You're trying to get the jacaranda over there, aren't you?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'll like go run for it." And I said, "Run for it," and I'll like block or kill things. So I baited all of them away, and then I obviously killed them because I was a veteran by that point. I was capable of dealing with it then, but I proceeded to die for the cause. I did end up killing all of them, but like 1 or 2 because there were so many of them at the time. But I ended up killing them, and then he ended up finishing off the last one because it was really low. That was before I had Condi cleanses because I didn't really understand how to use them. And I managed to finally get it down. He killed the last one, got XP for that, got his pet, and then proceeded to run back to the base of operations, which wasn't too far away. Like I said, jacarandas are the devil. They are really good pets, but they are extremely evil. I highly suggest getting them. But I've had NPCs and Guild Wars, or not, I've had NPCs. I've had random players and guild members try to go and kill a bunch of them, and I've even went on a spree to help kill a bunch of them so that people can get to them. But also, there's also an achievement to kill a bunch of them for a item drop. So there was also that too. Oh, the sentient root thing. There's actually a thing like that in Go through. We need to kill 2 more. But yeah, so like it's a pet that's annoying to get. It's not as bad as trying to get the wyvern though, because the wyvern's based off a meta. But it's not that bad. But as far as trying to fight for it, it's annoying. You get so used to it as a ranger that pets get given to you essentially, and then when you finally have to fight for a jacaranda, it's like, oh my god, it's so difficult to get close to the juveniles. Ugh. They're very protective and spiteful. Okay, so let's go talk to her. Let her know we've helped out. You're good. I'm helping my father. Yeah, I got that. Thanks for your help. Will you let my father know that I'm all right? He gets so worried over nothing sometimes. Well, I mean, he kind of had a good point to be upset because of the fact that you hadn't called in, you hadn't made it known that you were out and about and okay. And to boot, you also you weren't really doing as good as you thought you were doing, because Hold on. Which one is it? This one? Yeah, I think this one's in the map too. You weren't really doing as good as you thought you were doing because you were trapped between here and 10 of those, the Bogleys and stuff. So you had like, you technically were trapped off, you were cut off. So us coming in and kind of calling the group a little bit made your trip back a little easier. So I'm not saying that you wouldn't have dealt with it, but he had every reason to be a little bit concerned. Oh, not enough adrenaline. Okay. This is fair. So it's like the warrior. It runs off adrenaline. Okay, cool. Do we have to kill the juveniles for something? I think they drop stuff that we need. Termites in general, I think. I know we're off the beaten track a little bit, but I wanted to go kill him. Okay. Bladed termite. It looks so weird. There we go. Okay. Before I get distracted, let's go deal with the hog thing. Or maybe I should go into Iston. Let's do the hog first, and then we'll go into Iston. And then we'll call it. Because I feel like that would be better. And then we have 2 missions in Iston. And then we can turn these missions in next time I play. Man, swinging the scythe is fun. I wish the scythe was a weapon that was in Guild Wars 2. There's like scythe skins, but there's not really a scythe as a weapon. I kind of think it'd be cool if it was. At the very least, or even like, now that I think about it, I don't know. There's a lot of like scythe skins that go for staffs. But I think it'd be cool if you could have a scythe for multiple other things. Like, because you're kind of using it like a dagger or a sword kind of thing. I think 3 is up. Awesome. Cool. Okay, sorry, I was watching the animation. All right. It dropped a little bit of gold, but that's not what I wanted. That's okay. Okay. To deal with this hog thing. Ridgeback, okay. You guys need to go around to fight it. Can't fight it from here. I mean, well, maybe the casters can. There we go. A flamingo. You can have a flamingo? Well, you know what? I take it back. I was like, you can have a flamingo in Guild Wars 1. You can't have that in Guild Wars 2. But technically, you do have a flamingo in Guild Wars 2. It's called a pink moa. It's basically the same thing. Impressive boar. Grumble. What's that? Thanks. It was the warthog. But what an impressive animal. I'll make it my pet. Okay. Stay close and make certain nothing disturb me as why I charm it. Okay. Ah, there we go. Don't be afraid. You're the best warthog in the entire world, aren't you? That's cute. Termites! Well, they're not termites. They look like termites, don't they? But they're not. They're something else entirely. I think you bumped the mic again, by the way. But I could be wrong. Okay.
I made sure that I know you recorded.
Yeah, I kind of have it too close. I haven't figured out the right width yet. Oh, did you get it? Let's head back into everyone. Okay. I guess we just head back. Head back, show off our beloved. Sorry, I'm pretty sure it was attacking. There we go. The dervish uses the scythe. I think it's the same class as Mox, I think. But I'm enjoying using the scythe. It's fun. It kind of has a warrior feeling. It kind of it's kind of like a magic warrior. You know, like because you can use it to enhance yourself. You use magic to enhance yourself and your team. So you're kind of like a hero that a warrior that boofs everybody else, like an elect warrior kind of thing. It's still mostly melee right now, but it's kind of fun. Like, I'm not having too bad of a time with it. But I mean, I'm only level 3 and in a level 3 area or level 5 area, so it's not that bad. I will have to figure out how things work eventually. At the current state, I'm content. Alright. Alright, so we're taking it back to the front. Okay, cool. We're literally just walking them all the way back. This video is probably a little bit bigger than it should be, but it's okay. The people that watch Guild Wars 1 on my channel probably will not care. They probably will be okay with it to some extent. Because it's actually one of the popular ones on my channel, on YouTube. It's not the popular one. I think like things like Subnautica and stuff were very popular. But it's still a pretty good one considering how old the game is. Alright. We must go back to his friend over here. Everyone meet my warthog going to meet me Pork Chop. I have a pet named Pork Chop. I have specifically a pet named Pork and one named Chop. Everyone, what did I tell you? I took my on your challenge and succeeded. Pork Chop and I are friends for life and I am the mightiest. What a wonderful warthog. Did you see him? He's so brave. I would never have believed it. Well done. It looks like I may have underestimated you. Aww. Maybe now you'll believe better me about the black moa bird. Either way, I don't need them anymore. I have Pork Chop, and he's my best friend. Aww. I like how you love him so much. He is impressive, though. Okay, we go inside now. We go inside the building, and I think this is an actual city, so I don't have to turn in the other mission if I don't want to. One with the sword. Alright. Okay. This is another city, right? Yeah, it's another city. Okay, cool. So we're gonna stop here. I keep bumping that button. And we're gonna move on to Skyrim, I think. Yeah, it's Skyrim and Hades is left.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you